At noon, one woman is dead after a house fire in northwest Atlanta. It happened early this morning at a home on Madrona Street. Atlanta News First Blake Devine is along Madrona Street right now, just south of Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. And Blake, you spoke with a family member of the lone survivor.
Rick, I talked to the brother of the man who was hospitalized from this fire. He was in shock that this happened. And here's all that's left of this house here in northwest Atlanta. Burn scars all throughout the house. The roof completely collapsed. Devastation everywhere. This house badly burned during a deadly fire that broke out early Monday morning in northwest Atlanta. One woman died while a man suffered smoke inhalation, rushed to Emory University Hospital in Midtown. C.B. Watkins says his brother Aaron Waller was the one who made it out alive.
It's hard to believe.
How frightened were you when you heard?
I was really frightened because all I heard was the house was on fire and the fire department couldn't give me the information when I got the phone call.
Atlanta fire crews first arrived at this house here just before 1:30 in the morning, as flames and heavy smoke poured from the roof near the front of this house. Working with several engines on scene, crews were able to put out this fire. They then searched through the house, discovering the body of a woman inside a bathroom. Watkins says his brother tried to save her, although it all happened too fast.
He tried to get her out, and she went the wrong way because she can't see real well. She went the wrong way and went back in the bathroom. And he came out.
For hours afterward, police and fire investigators searched through the house, trying to find out exactly how the fire started. Meanwhile, Watkins was overcome with emotion, looking at the aftermath of the house his brother had lived in for over 40 years.
I'm just glad he got out okay, you know. Glad he got out okay. I rushed over here. I live in Palmetto. I rushed over here last night this morning about 1 o'clock.
Out here with a live look at the damage from this devastating fire. We are working to learn the identity of the woman who lost her life. We do know that she was in her 90s. Reporting live in northwest Atlanta, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.
All right, Blake, thank you.